Hey guys, so I'm back and I'm so excited to be making videos again. So the school year is winding down, so I'm starting to have more free time on the weekends. So yeah, I'm just so excited to be making videos again because it's just so much fun and I love doing it. So today we are going to be making Pikachu French macarons because the new movie Detective Pikachu just came out like I think a week ago. And yeah, Pikachu is just so cute. Like, if I'm being honest, I really never watched Pokemon. Like, I watched it a little bit when I was little, but I never really got like really into it. But Pikachu was always one of my favorites because it's very obvious Pikachu is so cute. And yeah, and I thought these macarons looked super cute. I saw these on Pinterest and I was like, I have to make this. It's just too cute. So yeah, let's get started. So the ingredients you'll need to make the Pikachu French macarons will be 3 egg whites, 1 cup of almond flour or almond meal, a 1/3 cup of granulated sugar, and 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. So here I have my stand mixer with the whisk attachment. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take our egg whites and we're going to pour them into the bowl. And we're going to beat this until it's frothy. Next, we're going to take the white granulated sugar and we're going to add that gradually. So only add a little bit at a time, mix it up, then add a little bit more, mix it up, and just continue doing that until all the white sugar is used. So I'm just going to pour a little bit in. And then we're going to mix it up. And I forgot to mention this, but this is literally the most important part, is that once you're done mixing in all of the granulated sugar, you want to keep beating the meringue until it reaches stiff peaks. You know you've reached stiff peaks when you dip your whisk into the meringue and the meringue forms a peak that goes straight up and doesn't flop or curl over, and I'll show you guys an example of that once my meringue reaches stiff peaks. So this is what stiff peaks looks like. You have to be so careful when beating the meringue because if you overbeat it, the macarons are going to turn out all wrong. So stiff peaks just look like this. It kind of clumps up on the whisk a little bit and then also the peak stands up straight. So yeah, looks like that. So for now I've just put my meringue to the side for later, and now I'm just going to take the almond flour and the powdered sugar, and I have a strainer and a large mixing bowl and sifter. Oh my god, no, this is called a sifter, not a strainer. What I meant to say was I'm using my sifter, but if you don't have a sifter, you can use a strainer. But we're going to sift the almond flour and the powdered sugar at the same time, so pour it all into the sifter at the same time. Carefully pushing it in. I don't want it to go everywhere, so I'm like carefully using my fingers to push it in. And now I'm just taking the powdered sugar and I'm going to carefully pour this in. Okay, now that that's finally done, I'm just going to sift it. You may be left with some little almond crumbs at the bottom of your sifter. That's totally okay. You could just go ahead and throw that out. You don't have to try and grind it through. So I have my wet ingredients in one bowl and my dry ingredients in the other bowl. So now I'm going to take a 1/3 cup and a third cup of the dry ingredients, and I'm going to add that to the wet ingredients, and then we're going to fold that in. So this is another crucial part of making macarons. You only want to fold this about 50 to 60 times, so actually count how many times you fold it, because if you fold it too much, your macarons are not going to come out right. This is a very hard recipe. It's very picky, you know, you have to do everything like perfect. So do not add in all the dry ingredients. That's one thing. We're only adding in a third cup at a time. And also do not fold it too many times. So make sure you're counting 50 to 60, but also leave a bit of room for the yellow food coloring that we're going to add in later. So yeah, make sure you do all that, and if you do all that, they're going to come out great. So now I'm going to show you guys how to actually fold in the dry ingredients. So to fold in the dry ingredients, you want to come under and fold over. Under, fold over. And just continue doing that until everything is mixed in. So now that I have all my dry ingredients mixed in with the wet ingredients, I'm going to add a few drops of yellow food coloring because Pikachu is yellow, and then we're just going to fold that in. You know your macaron batter is ready when you pick up your spatula and your batter drips down in a ribbon shape, just like mine is doing. So now that the batter is all done, we can now scoop our batter into a piping bag. Now this took me so long to do, but it's worth it. So I have a sheet of parchment paper here, and as you can see, if it would stay open, as you can see, I drew circles so that I have a template. So I used my circle template that I printed out online. So it's like that, and it's perfectly and evenly spread out. So I just did that. I traced it onto the parchment paper, and now I'm going to flip it over to the front so that we don't get any pencil in our macarons. And I'm just going to place some batter on each edge to glue it down. Ooh, did you see that? Oh my god, I caught that. And now we're going to start piping the macarons. We're going to start by making Pikachu. I'm going to make this upside down because there is no room for the ears up top. So just going to make two little ears like that. Isn't that so cute? And then right next to it, just make a backing. So that's just a regular circle. And then just continue doing that for all your macarons. You want to let these sit out for about 20 to 30 minutes before putting it in the oven so that they form a coating over it. And you know when it's formed a coating when you can touch the top of the macaron very lightly and nothing comes off on your finger. And then once you've let it sit out for about 20 to 30 minutes and it's got the coating over the top, You're going to bake it at 300 degrees Fahrenheit or 150 degrees Celsius, and you're going to bake that for 25 minutes. Ignore my outfit, I just had to change into my PJs, but next we're going to decorate the macarons. So I have some Nutella, because Nutella is my favorite filling for macarons, but you could fill your macarons with whatever you want. There's so many recipes for different frostings and fillings, but Nutella is my favorite, so I'm going to use that today. And so yeah, now just take one of the front pieces, so Pikachu's face, and then take one of the back pieces, which is just the circle piece, and then just take some Nutella and then just spread a bunch of it onto the back piece. And then just sandwich them together. And then there you have it. And then just continue doing that for all your macarons. So now it's time to paint the Pikachu face on our macarons. So I have two designs that I'm going to be showing you guys how to do. This first one is a little bit easier. It's this Pikachu face with a closed mouth like that. And then I have a little bit harder of a design. It's a Pikachu with an open mouth. So first I'll show you guys how to do the easier design. By the way, I'm using black food coloring, red food coloring, and white food coloring, and I'm using it sort of as paint. So I have my baker's paintbrush, and first I'm just going to dip it into the black and first paint on the black tips of his ears. Next, I'm going to use the black to paint on two eyes. And then just paint a tiny little nose. And then next, I'm going to use the black again to paint the mouth. So the mouth, I just start in the center of the nose and I draw a little line down and then just curve the mouth out to each side. Next, I'm going to switch to red, and I'm just painting on his little red blushies. And then finally, I'm going to clean off my brush again, and I'm going to take the white food coloring and we're going to add pupils to his eyes. And then it's done. So that's so cute. So next we're going to do the harder design. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. It's pretty similar to the first design, except the mouth is different. So I'm just fast forwarding through this because this is basically the same steps as before, just paint on the black parts of the ears, paint on the eyes, and paint on a little nose, and then once we get to the mouth part, I'll tell you guys what to do. And then now for the mouth. This is a little bit different. So you want to just do a big smile, and then I don't know what you would call that, but that's like the opening part of the mouth. And then I'm going to switch to the color red and add the blushies. And then I'm also going to fill in the mouth area. And then finally, once again, just take the white and make the pupils. And it's done. So cute. And then just do that to the rest of your macarons. These are the beautiful finished Pikachu macarons in celebration of the new movie Detective Pikachu. And I am so happy with how this turned out. They look so cute and they look just like Pikachu, and oh my god, I just can't wait to eat these. They are just so cute. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, because I post every Tuesday, and comment down below any questions or suggestions for what you want to see me bake next. And my social medias are always in the description, so go follow me on my Instagram and Twitter. And if you guys ever make anything from my channel, please send it to me on Instagram or Twitter, and I will repost what you make. So yeah, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!